You know what's funny? I was asked not too long ago about, do women get more views than men on social media platforms? And I can tell you there's two sides to this. First of all, you got to have charisma. You got to have, the attentive or the attention from others for people to want to even view you and see what you got going on, basically. The other side is that, yeah, I mean, sometimes and majority of the times men like to see, women, and they pretty much sort of get all the attention. I mean, hence OnlyFans. So yeah, that is some truth to it. I could say for me, I don't have a popular niche. My niche is pretty much just blogging and just talking about employment and mental health. So I don't really have that much of a, presence, or going to have that much of a presence on these social media platforms. It could also mean that I don't know how to promote myself to deal with these, multiple platforms. So it could be that too. So like I said, it's a double-edged sword when it comes to this subject. But I could tell you statistically, and I'm just speaking out of what I read on, Google, quote unquote, they said it was a lot of attention that goes on with women profiles, like dating profiles, social media profiles, than the other way around. Is because that men typically like women, beautiful women, and even women like women, either good or bad. So it kind of depends on what it is that that person has on their profile. It could be something that they want to show off, prerogative stuff, or just, cutesy type little vibes that they show in some videos, or just someone just sitting there talking to you face to face. I could tell you that there's a lot of new YouTubers that's coming up, that's females, that is actually getting more attention. I mean, just not even the pretty females. I mean, just regular everyday females that will come on the platform and just speak their mind and tell people what they go through, what's going on with them, and they wind up getting hundreds of thousands of views. But it doesn't come right away. Of course, they grind, they upload every day, they make sure that everything is up and up. As far as for me personally, I upload not as often as I should, but when I do upload, it's always something that somebody told me about and I wanted to bring it up, or something that I want to pretty much discuss in detail as far as like the employment and tips and stuff like this. So I have a different niche. Now, if I was gossiping, if I was talking about hip hop, if I was talking about, any other controversial type thing, I may get some views. In some of my videos, I noticed that a lot of the videos go up more when I talk about things that people do, other than things that y'all should do, like motivational speeches or personal things that I talk about. But even those type of videos, those views go up as well. They have a significant amount of views, more than just me speaking on general stuff. So people in general just like personal videos that they can relate to, that they can comment it on, just something that goes on in that nature. But far as it being man versus woman, I think it all has something to do with just the content itself. If it's good, then it's good. If it's not good, then of course you're not going to get the views. So that is my little 2 cents on that. I really don't have much to say about it, but I figured that I would bring it up because it is interesting, because personally, I would tell you that I would go on YouTube and I would see a lot of up-and-coming YouTubers that's women. They get, hundreds of thousands of views and a bunch of comments, a bunch of all these things. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating. This is not a hating video. I'm proud of them. I love them. I appreciate seeing everyone win. But I noticed too that, I see a lot of other men videos and they only get about like 10, 17, 18, 30 views. The most I probably see like within a day, like 100 views, and they don't get the recognition that women actually do. But it is what it is. I'm not sitting here saying that it's a bad thing. I'm not sitting here saying it's a great thing, but that's just how the world works. Women typically get what they want from men and women when they're on platforms or when they're in situations where as though they would get help. If they're calling out for help, someone would typically go to them. If a man call out for help, people typically don't help, so that's just how things are. And I figured I'd just throw that out there, put it on a video and just talk about it a little bit. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you thought it was interesting, and let me know, what do you think that a lot of the things that is posted up on social media, YouTube, TikTok, or whatever, that is women based, do they get more views than men get views? I don't know. This is one of those things was though I really don't have a core answer for, but I just give y'all my general thoughts on it and see what's up. So thank you for watching. I'm out.